Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. So but now if you guys know me or you follow me on my status etc, you will know that I started this little heirloom seed business. It's very cute. It's called Slab of Seeds. You get it in the big size where there's 12 blocks in that looks like chocolate blocks, but it's seed blocks, or you get them in a smaller packet where there's 5 pieces of slab in. So now I'm going to show you. This is basil, so I'm going to start planting my own basil, and I'm going to show you how easy it is. So you don't have to buy a full slab. Let me show you the prices. The big slab with 12 pieces is 95 Rand if you buy the whole thing, just like that. Sealed, not open, all the instructions, everything's in it. If you buy this one sealed with the 5 in, it's 50 Rand. So you can decide if you, but the thing is, here's only basil. There's 5 blocks, and for each block is 1 plant per block. So you're going to get 5 the same herbs, and you might not, you would only like one. So I'm selling them individually for 10 Rand a block. So this is what I've been doing to make it a little bit more organized or easier for my customers. I break the block off over there. Then I'm putting it in, because these people started their business in their garage, I think in 2012 or in 2013. It's an all-woman team from George, and I've become a retailer. So then I just put it there in the little plastic brown paper bag. It was very important for me. My packaging must be as organic as normal as possible, because they also use organic paper, and it's very important not to harm the environment, and that's the reason. And then I just fold it over once, and I've printed out your label. So this one says now basil, because that's what's in there. And then I just take the stapler once. So you are going to have a stapler that you have to throw away. Oops, that didn't work now. So let me do that one over. And but this is now going to be reopened, so I can just show you what to do when you start planting it. Okay, so here's my basil. Okay, so now when you buy this, so this will be 10 Rand. You have now the instructions, which I will most probably take a photo of and send you through the WhatsApp, just so there's no paperwork, etc. It will tell you exactly at the back. For instance, this one says full sun, 6 to 8 hours, spacing 20 centimeters apart, watering daily until sprouting, then every 3 to 4 days, and sprouts 10 to 14 days, grows 8 to 10 weeks, pick for 10 plus weeks, fertilize at planting and every 4 weeks, sow more every 8 weeks in season. All right, so part of your plants will also have this structure, which says when to plant. Rusty, mommy will give you some food now. My dog is scratching his bowl. When to plant, the seasons, and the provinces. So for instance, we're in the Western and Southern Cape, and we can plant January, February, and then September, October, November, and December. So that's when we can plant. And then it also says the plants that go with it well. Interesting to know. Okay, I quickly had to pause and feed the dog. He normally scratches even if there's food in his bowl, but this time his bowl was empty. And I know there was in last night, so he must have finished it overnight. All right, so now this is the packaging that you're going to get. Your instructions will be WhatsApp to you. And now the first thing you do is you're obviously going to take your seed out. They suggest that you plant it in a paper cup. I think that's a brilliant idea to do that in a paper cup. I have now asked people, if don't throw your paper cups away, because normally it gets used and thrown away. Throw it my side, and then I can just use it for the plants. So again, recycling. Okay. Plant in fertile soil 2 millimeters below the surface. 1 block is 1 plant. Water daily until germination. Thereafter, keep soil moist, never dry. Adding 2 centimeters of mulch keeps seedlings hydrated. Crush block gently as you plant to get better growth. Plant in paper cup first, then transplant when it's 5 centimeters tall. growing in a pot, they say minimum pot size is 2 liters per block, and they say the height will be about 13 centimeters and the base. So they give you everything here. Okay, but I thought since you are getting this little paper bag, why not incorporate this as your planting? So now maybe you don't have a paper cup, so let's see if we can make this work. So I would suggest, let's just tear the corners down to a paper cup size, and then we see if that will work. Just folding this back, the corners, and making it into a container. I have to speed this process up. Okay, so now I've made my container, okay? I might even glue that down, but not necessarily. And now, I think it's quite an adequate space. So this you can plant at the end with the paper. It will totally disintegrate. And now I've gone to fetch my ground. So here's my ground, and I'm going to throw it into my little bag here. Okay. So there it is. My ground, nicely in there. Cup of ground. And here is my seed. All right. And they say so this is already in fertilized kind of soil, and with a bit of it, and I'm now just going to stick it in there and cover it with my dirt there. And I'm going to take my same cup that I just put the ground in, and I'm going to water it now. And then I'm going to keep that wet until it sprouts. So I'm going to keep my eye on it. Now, you can on this, you can write basil and your instructions on there, or the date that you do it. I'm also going to just take a peg or a sucker stick, you know, an ice cream stick. I don't know how you call it, water sucker stick. And then you can just put that on, stick it with some glue, and then you can just put it at the top there. Then you know what's in there, especially if you're going to get more than 2 or 3 plants and you want to keep track of what the plant is. Once the plant grows, man, you can sort of see, I can identify basil and thyme and things like that. But in the beginning, you don't. So this is a good idea. Obviously, there will be leakage, so you'll have to put it on a tray. You can see I've been working here on a tray. Put it on a tray. You can keep this in your windowsill. It doesn't have to be totally outside until the sprouting happens, but if you've got an outside spot, you could put your tray outside. So that is what I will be doing, and keeping an eye on it and keep it moist, as they say. In the beginning, you don't have to put a lot of water. You can even take a spritzer or a watering bottle and just spray it all nicely damp to keep it. Okay guys, so watch this space, because I'm very excited. I've done very well in my first few days of launching my product. I've got quite a lot of sales happening, and I already can see which ones I'm going to reorder, because not all of them are popular. Also, if you have a very small garden, you're not going to want watermelon and cantaloupe and gooseberries, because they're going to take up a lot of space. So but I did consider that. So, you know, thyme and basil and oregano and coriander, they can all just grow out of a pot, and that can be in your kitchen, so you don't even need a garden for that. And then I did the smaller tomatoes, like the vine tomatoes and the berry, the yellow pear tomatoes. So all of that is a reason that you have no excuse to try at least one herb. Your favorite herb, try and grow it in a pot. It will only cost you 10 Rand, and the instructions is there. And then please, I would love to see a follow-up of how it looks. So like, I'm going to now take daily photos of my plant until it sprouts, so I can keep a record of how it is. So in a video that comes, I'm going to show you exactly how this little package that I just did and starting to water, I'll put the date on there, how it sprouted. I'll keep a record of it on here, and then when eventually I'm going to plant it into its pot. Okay, chat soon, and hope you enjoy. Keep planting. Bye.